YouTube and see if it's working. I'm live right now. Hi. Say hi.
How do I look it up?
Just go to the YouTube, our YouTube channel. I'm gonna roll the windows up real quick. Can you see me? Oh, it's not connecting yet. It shows that I'm live. Hey! Is the sound okay? Can you hear me? I'm feeling really good right now. Our YouTube channel. Oh, gotta turn that down. Alright, so there's still a delay on my phone. Like I said in the last video that I did, on my iPad, it doesn't have an option for me to do the live chat, so I have to like keep looking at my phone to do chat. So, alright, so you can hear me. Good. I'm gonna kinda, I don't know, I guess ramble on about some stuff until more people get on here and start watching. So if you're watching, go ahead and comment and let me know that you're connected. I feel silly with a hat on right now, but I'm not going to show you my bald head. So anyways, we are in Okeechobee. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Okeechobee, something like that, Florida. We're waiting to deliver a load tomorrow morning, and so we're kind of just relaxing tonight. It's like almost 90 degrees here. It was like 90 or 91 degrees earlier. It felt really good with the breeze. So, anyways, yeah, I figured it would be easier to do this live because I was having such issues connecting, or not connecting, but like uploading my videos. I would sit there and do my videos, and it would literally take like all night or all day, you know, whenever I decided to upload it. And then the last one I tried to upload, it was like 17 minutes long, and it said that it was too big to upload, so it was rejected. And then, oh, I'm frozen. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut in and out from time to time just because Sprint kind of works almost everywhere, but it's sketchy in some areas, and it has been working up until we got to this truck stop. So luckily, at the end of this, it will post to our channel, so, you know, I know it sucks, but that's the best I can do right now. But anyways, what was I saying? You weren't listening? James is over there Facebooking. He's not listening. But, anyways, oh yeah, so it would take forever to upload, and I was just sick of it, so I kind of, you know, looked around, and I saw that people were going live on YouTube, and so I figured I would try it, but apparently you're supposed to have like 10,000 subscribers to your channel before you get the perks of going live from the actual YouTube app. So I'm using some different apps called Chameleon Livestream. So that's what's working right now. Am I still frozen? So if you're wondering how to chat, where you're watching my video, there we go. Where you're watching my video up there at the top, it will if I can't hold this at the same time, but anyways, all the way down there at the bottom where it says live chat at the very bottom of the screen, if you can see it, just click that and it'll bring up where you can chat. So don't do that. Get her off of me. So anyway, yeah, so I noticed, so I'm gonna start doing things a little bit different, because I noticed in all my videos, I start by saying, hey everyone. So I'm gonna stop being a little bit, you know, like shy, I guess you could say. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm still live.
Yeah, just go
or if it's working. Well, I'm waiting for everybody to get on. I don't know if anybody's, I don't know. I mean, nobody really commented or let me know, so. But yeah, it feels really good to be back on the truck. I was so bored at the house. It was insane. It was to the point where I was kind of talking to myself. It was pretty bad. So, I don't know, the first few days after I do chemo, it, you know, I spend most of my days, you know, the rest of the, like 4 or 5 days in bed because I don't feel good. But, I don't know. I guess it's still frozen, so I'm not even really going to talk about anything until I know it's working. I guess I'll just ramble on about random stuff. So,
Somebody asked about what it was like being at the house.
see, I'm not getting anything. Let me see if I can.
The signal's pretty weak here. I only got like 2 bars, but
Yeah, the signal is really weak right now.
it's about the
Like, I'm not even seeing anybody's. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you're back. All right, so what'd you say? Somebody asked about what?
About what it's like to be a trucker's wife at home.
Who was it?
I don't know. You said something about
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start talking. You know, it's different. Like, I look at things differently just because I'm a truck driver as well. So, you know, I guess I have 2 different perspectives on what it's like to be a trucker's wife. You know, and I'm not even going to talk about what it's like to be on the truck with him. I'm just going to talk about what it's like to be at home without him. You know, it is tough because you know, especially say I wasn't on the truck with him, say I didn't drive with him, it would, you know, especially be tough because you're so used to being with your husband or significant other that, you know, that separation, it can, you know, it can cause people to be depressed. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. But the way that I look at it is, you know, we didn't have the luxury of, we didn't have the luxury of, you know, not worrying about how we're going to pay for this or, you know, what we're going to do next and all that stuff. So when I'm at home and he's not with me, I keep that in mind, you know, and that's what really keeps me going. but also you have to have, you know, a good relationship with your husband. You have to be secure with each other. You guys have to be supportive of each other. You know, support emotionally is number one. You know, make sure that, you know, you guys are always staying in contact. You know, if you have iPhones, or, you know, you can do chat. I don't know how Androids do it, but like we have iPhones, so we, you know, we can FaceTime each other, and, you know, I call him every, hour or two, just to make sure he's okay and to let him know what I'm doing, or he lets me know what he's doing. And communication, you know, is very, very important. Other than that, you know, I don't know, you know, like I said, it's different for me just because I know what it's like to, I know what the job requires, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I know how demanding it is, but, you know, so we're very similar in that aspect. But, I don't know, there are times that I wish we were home more, and, you know, sometimes I do wish things were different, but at the same time, you know, we chose this job together for our family, for each other and for our family. You know, and if you're a stay-at-home wife, hi James. The camera is backwards, so there we go. But anyways, we chose this job because it was what was best for our family, for us and for our kids, and to make a living, because, you know, if you don't, I don't know, I don't want to go too deep into that part, but I know, a friend that I have on Facebook, her husband, and I don't know if she's watching. I'm not even watching the, yeah, so the introvert in denial, yes, absolutely. Any way that you can stay in contact, that's the best way. Facebook, you know, if you don't have data to do any kind of chatting face to face, just, you know, keep it in contact over the phone, you know, makes everything easier. And I can't say that it's easy not to fall into some sort of, like, not depression, but feeling lonely. It's hard not to feel that way, because I still do, even though I get back on the truck with him. Like, for example, these last 2 weeks, I literally just got back on the truck yesterday, but these last 2 weeks that I have been home, aside from the days that I did not feel good and I was in bed and I slept the whole time, I was so lonely. Like, it was insane. But I still knew he was coming back. But, you know, but I just have to remind myself that, you know, we're so much better off. The introvert in denial says, I see you, James. He's eating right now.
Biscuit.
Eating a biscuit. So, yeah, it can be hard at times. But just don't give up, you know, don't give up on each other. You know, especially if you have a good relationship, you know. But anyway, I guess that's really all I had to say about that. If I were an actual stay-at-home wife, or I, you know, had a job outside of trucking with him, it would be different. So, you know, I'm not... No, absolutely, go ahead. I don't mind at all. I do not mind. You know, another thing that I want to say that reminds me, I was just thinking about this last night. Right now, it, you know, like I said on our page on Facebook, which I don't know if, no, you're not on my Facebook. I'll have to like copy a link to our Facebook page on the comments, and I'll do that here in a little bit. But I said that I was gonna, you know, get things rolling again with our videos. I am still going to do, you know, videos of what's going on with me, my health stuff, until it's over. You know, I still want to talk about that because it you know, it's still, you know, it's still important to me to get that out there. You know, I want to raise awareness, you know, for anybody that really doesn't know a whole lot about what I'm going through. So other than that, yes, your responses are delayed. They are. The live chat is delayed, so I have no clue, you know, I don't know how many seconds are in between you hearing me or and then whenever you message me. So that's awesome. I'm glad I can inspire you. I'm really glad that somebody, you know, that somebody is able to take the information that I give and you know, put it into their own personal life. And I know that you have gone through similar issues with, you know, your cancer. And again, I'm so glad that you don't have to worry about it now. So what did you say? It was like 7 years, I think it is. So I'm really, really glad that you're doing good. But yeah, I'll look you up on Facebook and I'll add you on my personal Facebook and our trucking Facebook. But yeah, anyway, so when we started this, it was videos kind of like step by step how we were doing all, you know, the training and getting on the truck together, sort of for not only anybody going to Prime, you know, but anybody that is interested in going into truck driving. But it is more along the lines of who's, you know, considering coming to Prime, just because every company out here does things different. So, you know, whatever I say in these videos, it may be completely different for somebody else. So, anyway, so we're still getting back into talking about all that good stuff. Wow. So are you having signs? Like, is that why they're checking, or is it just a precautionary measure? I don't know if anybody else is watching, but if you are, make sure you comment and let me know that you're there. Like I said, at the very bottom of your screen, like somewhere down here, it'll say live chat, and you click on it and it'll pop up something that looks like this. So, okay. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully everything comes back okay. If you want, you know, when I add you on Facebook, then we can do personal messaging and, you know, talk about it if you want to. I'll let you know kind of, you know, what I was going through. Are there black bars? Like, is it, I don't know, maybe if I, there we go. I don't like how the camera is. Is that better? I feel so silly with this hat on. I've got my little scarf on under it just because in the back, like, you can see, I don't know, you can see that I don't have any hair. People are so judgmental, but, you know, they don't know what's going on. So I just kind of put a cap over it. So, yeah, I'll message you. Okay, so did it fix the screen, like there is no more black on the sides? I always forget to do that. Okay, cool. But, anyways, so, yeah, being a trucker's wife, it has its ups and downs for sure. What is that? But, just gotta stay positive. And Prime is a really good company to work for, in my opinion. Of course, everybody has their own opinions. Don't, you know, if you do plan, okay, if you're watching this and you do plan on coming to Prime and you're researching everything like my husband and I did, don't, I don't know, when you read the bad comments, take it with a grain of salt, because, you know, if somebody worked for Prime previously and they did have a bad experience because of who knows why, of course, you know, they're going to have a bad opinion about that. She says you're looking spooky, James.
Oh.
She says you're looking spooky.
Oh.
You're sitting in the background with that, you know, mountain man beard.
Just watched a movie.
He's watching a movie. He's not really into doing these videos. Not very well. So, anyway, I don't know, I wish there was more people watching so we can all have a conversation. So if you want, then, you know, we can have a conversation in private before I do a video, or if you want me to go ahead and talk about it now, I will. Yeah, everybody has their own ways of looking at everything. Oh, see, I spaced out and I completely forgot why I was talking about Prime, and everybody has different opinions. What I was meaning by that is, the home time, you know, yes, you do have, you know, you have to be out you get 1 day for every 7 days that you're out. You know, and if you do have health problems, they are very understanding, trust me. Now, when I found out that I had cancer, I had to get off the truck because I had surgery, and I had planned on getting back on the truck very soon, but I couldn't stay active. I could not stay an active driver because DOT regulation states something about you cannot, I guess, stay employed if you're not an active driver. So I went like 2 months, I think it was, or something like that, being off the truck, and I ended up having to not quit, but I guess, yeah, I had to quit. So, but anyway, so home time, you know, if there's something going on and you have to go home, they do understand. You know, you hear of companies out here that, you know, if you're not feeling good, they tell you to keep going, or they, you know, like weather, they tell you to keep going, but, you know, that's something that Prime doesn't do. Prime is so big on safety and, you know, taking care of what you need to take care of. So, anyways, you know, and it has a really good training program too. really. And we've talked about that, you know, the beginning of the videos that we were doing when we first started. You know, I had different training than James had. But anyways, we'll discuss all that at some point. Yeah, I actually went walking today. I had to talk him into doing it. He didn't want to go, but, you know, we're always talking about getting back into shape, because when I started this round of chemo, I started gaining weight like crazy. I don't know. But, anyway, so, you know, he, while he's eating, so, sorry. I was like, hey, you know, while we're just sitting here, it is kind of hot, but there is a breeze, so let's go for a walk. And he really didn't want to, but I made him, because, you know, I'm trying to get back into shape. I mean, I've got to. But, you know, it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better to walk. I have to, you know, work my way back up to running again. I definitely can't do that right now. But I have noticed that my leg swells. My left leg swells pretty bad, you know, just from in the sitting position, because I sit like this for, you know, 10, 11 hours, depending on, you know, how my shift happens. But my leg has been swelling, and it has been bothering me. So anyways, we just went for a walk, and you know, I of course had to prepare myself to run away from alligators, because there were signs warning us that there were alligators, you know, or to be on the lookout. But anyways, on my way back, my leg was starting to hurt. So, you know, I am trying to get active again. The whole thing with chemo is it takes every ounce of energy that you have, and it takes a long time to get it back. You know, I even after my bones stopped hurting, you know, I still had to take it easy, because like, the fatigue is outrageous. It sucks really bad. And, you know, when I end up getting back on the truck, I have to make him do everything, because I just don't have the energy for it. I just got a message on our, hold on just a second. Gosh, the reception, my goodness. All right, so I've got Sprint, and when it's in LTE, it can have kind of, you know, like, depending on how many bars it has, it can be good, you know, as far as reception goes. But right now it's in 3G. Hold on. Yeah, so anytime that I'm doing videos, sorry, I just had somebody comment on our Facebook page. I do not do videos on Facebook. Very rarely do I. And when I do, it's on my personal Facebook page. And, it's, you know, just about random stuff. But anytime that I'm talking about either my health or our job, it will be on YouTube, not Facebook. So, anyways, that actual conversation that I just had about being a trucker's wife, hey, let me see your phone real quick. I don't know who asked about that, but James said that somebody had requested that I talk about, you know, what it's like to be a trucker's wife. Where did you see that at?
What?
That somebody commented.
I didn't see. Nobody commented, told me about it yesterday or whatever.
Oh, Okay, so apparently nobody commented about that. Never mind. But yeah, that whole conversation that we just had was for a friend. Her name is Monica. So, anyways, but yeah, like I said, if you do miss it on YouTube, then it'll post afterwards. So, anyways, well, I guess you're the only one watching, so if you don't have a suggestion, then I don't know. I posted it on Facebook yesterday what time I would be going live, and so far you're the only one that's watching. But yeah, so anyways, I go back, what is this month? Oh, April 10th, I go back, for my 3rd treatment, and then I have one more after that. May 1st is my last treatment, so I'm almost done with it. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, this has been tough. I'll tell you what, it's a lot tougher than being a trucker's wife, for sure. But, well, but, I don't know, I'm just ready to feel normal again, you know? I'm assuming I'll get another scan, like, in 3 or 6 months, like 3 to 6 months or so. I don't know. I had one, my first treatment this month, or not, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. This round of chemo, the first treatment, I went in early that first morning and got a CT scan, and everything is clear. There's nothing that is indicating that I have any cancer, but, you know, the way that the doctor explained it was, treatment, and, you know, doing a CT scan that still doesn't guarantee anything. So he's gonna, you know, finish treatment, and then we're gonna do another CT scan just to make sure, but we're gonna give it a little bit of time, just because if there's any individual cells, it won't show up on the scans. And being that the cancer that I had was rare and aggressive, he said, you know, we don't know if there's 1 cell or 10 cells or 1,000 cells. We won't know until, you know, we continue to do scans to make sure it's still gone. But, I have no clue if you're still watching, but, I'll go ahead and I'll add you. I'll go ahead and add you, and, you know, we can discuss what's going on with you in private. We don't have to discuss that right now. But, at some point, I will talk about the same thing that I'm going to talk to you about, you know, live, because the last video that like I said, that I was trying to upload and it didn't do it, I was discussing the whole, like, symptom thing with how I found out that I had cancer. I have a friend right now. I actually talked to her on the phone last night, and she was literally, you know, detailed, and everything that she was saying was to the T exactly what I dealt with before I found out that I had cancer. And so I urged her to go get a second opinion, because she told me that she has had, you know, tests done and everything came back clear. And just the way that sounds, I went through the same exact thing, and and I don't believe it. I went and got a second opinion, And that's the whole reason why James and I moved to Missouri, was because my doctor is in Missouri. I did not trust doctors where I was from, where, you know, my hometown. I didn't. And so, anyway, I don't know if this is paused or what's going on with this. So give me just a second. Okay, Monica, I can see you now. I just had to refresh everything. My bad. So sorry. Okay, so yeah, Monica is the one. Monica is on here now. Now I can see her. I can see her comments. I don't know what was going on before that, but she was the one that had requested talk about, you know, for me to talk about what it's like to be a trucker's wife. It is going to put, when I get done with this, it is going to post. You know, if I didn't really go into detail, you know, good enough, then please let me know. You know, I've been thinking a lot about it ever since you asked me, you know, what my opinion was and how it felt. And like I said, okay, so Monica, can you hear me now? Well, I mean, I guess you could hear me, but I wasn't seeing any of your comments. I'm sorry. But anyways, like I said in the beginning, it's so different for me because I know you're a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife, and you are feeling completely different than I am. You know, I know that there are times that your husband doesn't get to come home for a couple months at a time, and I do know how hard that is, because after I had surgery, James, let me see, I had surgery in September. He got to stay home with me he got to stay with me for about a week, but he had to go back out. And then November, let me see, you know, he ran for October, but November I went out with him for 1 week, because the only reason why I went back out with him is because I was fighting the insurance company, trying to get disability. And finally, after the second time of them denying me, I just, you know, in order for me to keep up our health insurance, I had to go work for a week. Otherwise, we would have lost it. Other than that, or after that, is when I had to quit, because I wasn't an active driver. So when I quit, there was, like with Prime, I don't know how everybody else does it, but with Prime, they offered a $500 bonus if you drove the whole month of December. So that was hard in itself, just because I just got done having surgery. His mom was with me, taking care of me. But, you know, I mean, there are times that, you know, you want your husband there to take care of you, to nurture you and just be there. But another reason why it was hard is because it was, you know, Christmas time, and I was scared for him, really, because it was starting to get, you know, it was starting to snow up in the northwest part of the United States, and, you know, I was just really scared for him. It did keep me a nervous wreck, really. So, I don't know if you're still with me, Monica. But, oh, okay, so I didn't even know. I didn't even know that your husband was a trucker too. So that's cool. So I guess we all have something in common. But yeah, so anyways, he ran all December. And that was really hard, you know. I remember one time, it was like, I think it was right after I had surgery, maybe a couple weeks afterwards. I remember he was with me right afterwards, and then he had to leave. And I see him looking at me. But anyways, he had to leave, and I walked into our bathroom, and he had just sprayed his cologne, and he had already gone back to Springfield to leave. And so I got home, and I walked into the bathroom, and I smelled his cologne, and I just started crying because, I mean, I automatically missed him, even just taking him to Springfield. I was already missing him really bad. So I know how it is. So does your, Monica, does your husband, is he lease or is he company? Man, this is such a delay. Like, I don't even know what you guys are looking at or hearing right now, because I'm seeing something completely different. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is such a glare on it. Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, all I was saying, Monica, was, communication is number one. Support, emotionally. And I know just because we're Facebook friends, I see you post, very often, screenshots of you guys FaceTiming, you and your husband and your daughter, and, him wanting to be a part of everything through chatting over the phone. I think that's just so important. And, even if you run out of things to talk about, find something to talk about, have conversations, what the sky looks like. It doesn't matter. Just, stay connected to each other, and, just count the days down, and, keep yourself busy while you're counting those days down, so you don't go crazy just like really missing him. I mean, I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. I really do. But I spend most of my time with him and my dog right there. I don't know if you can see her. You can't see her right now, but okay, so he's leased, and now he's wanting to be a trainer. That's cool. How long has he been with Prime? I guess I really haven't known. I've seen him up there, and I don't know if I've seen you up there at Prime, but I know I've seen your husband. But, and then also, we almost went to Schneider. The only reason why we didn't go to Schneider is because, mainly Prime, when you go to them, they basically put you through their schooling for free. Honestly, if you stay with them for a year, from the day that you get there, or the day that you're technically employed, you stay with them for a year and you don't have to pay that schooling back. With Schneider, the only reason why we didn't go with them is because it was like $5,000. I don't remember how much the schooling was, but you had to get like a student loan or something, and there was just no way that we were going to go through all that. But anyway, So other than that, if you guys want me to talk about anything else, then, you know, go ahead and throw it out there. Whatever you guys want to talk about. And I guess another part of it, you know, being a trucker's wife, which our kids are with, like, his kids are with their mom, my kids are with their dad. It is very hard being away from them, extremely hard. But another good thing to do is video chatting. You know, we try to video chat his kids when we can. I video chat my kids every night. It's just something that we've always done. Anytime that they're back and forth, when they're with me, they video chat their dad at night, every single night. I mean, it never fails. There are nights that, you know, something happens and we just don't talk on the phone. But, you know, the good thing about, you know, not moving too far away is my kids are 3 hours away from where we live. His kids are 5 hours, or almost 5 hours away, but we still go down there. It's still our hometown, so we go down there as much as possible. Anytime that we're in town, or even if I'm in, you know, even if I'm home and I can make it down there, I will go down there and see all the kids. You know, he tries to go and see them as much as possible, but he does run, like, he doesn't get a whole lot of home time just because we're constantly having to go back and forth right now. Now, when everything smooths out, we'll be able to go, you know, back and forth. But as far as as far as, you know, the kid part of it, like, if you have a child, which, Monica, I know your daughter is older, so it's not as difficult, but, like, with younger children, like I said, another, I mean, the same thing is just with the husband and wife thing, just stay in contact and try to find some way to, you know, reassure your children that you are coming home, that, you know, you're just working. Like, my kids are a little bit older, so they understand, and, you know, his kids are a little bit younger, and they kind of understand. You know, his two older ones do understand a lot better, but the two younger ones, they still don't know what's going on, really. Like, the second to youngest, he still doesn't understand that we're truck drivers. Like, he calls his daddy his police cop dad. So he just knows that he drives a big truck, but he doesn't relate the two. So I just commented. I mean, thank you, Monica. You know, I really didn't even think about it, you know, getting back on the truck. Like, you know, I didn't think about how I would feel doing both truck driving and chemotherapy until, like, I don't remember where I was, but I was telling somebody something about, you know, the job that I do, and I'm going through chemotherapy, and they just looked at me like, you're crazy. Like, you're driving a semi during chemo. Like, how are you doing this? And so that, you know, they were like, you were so strong. Like, most people can't go, you know, keep working while they're doing chemotherapy. And it is hard. It is hard because even today, you know, it's still hard for me to climb in and out of the truck just because I've lost all my strength. I've lost all my energy. You know, like I said, I have to have him drop trailers and pick up trailers and do this and do that because I just don't have the strength to do it. Now, right now I'm not feeling sick. You know, I feel good as far as that part goes, but so yeah, I also have somebody that's very close to me. Not going to go too into detail about that, but somebody very, very close to me who has a mild form of autism. He's got Asperger's as well. So I relate to that too. I know kind of what they go through. So I'll just leave that at that. But I give you props for, being there for your daughter all the time, so yeah, here in just a minute when I stop this, I'll look for you on Facebook. Monica, I'm already friends with you, but Deborah, I'll look for you on Facebook. So I mean, if you guys don't want me to talk about anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here because my kids should be calling me soon, and I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. So I'm assuming that you two are the only ones that's watching right now, and we've now we can connect on Facebook. We can keep in touch with each other. So yeah, whatever else that you guys can think of, I'm like I said, I'm gonna start things rolling again on doing videos. So some days I may just be like, hey guys, what's up? This is what I'm doing right now, just kind of chilling. And then, I'm going to have other serious things that I'm going to talk about because, number one, this whole deal of, having this YouTube channel is to help other people, I guess prepare themselves for the truck driving life and, hopefully help them choose, to come to Prime, really. But, even if they don't go to Prime, it will, it's a good way to get information. So, I'll be talking about different things with that. And then, like I said, I'm still going to do my videos on, all my health stuff, because I still have a lot of people on my Facebook that, follow that. And it's just easier to do it this way. But anyways, so